Sometimes the most powerful stories begin in silence, in the places where our prayers feel unanswered. Hannah knew that feeling well. She was a woman longing for a child, year after year, hoping, praying, and still empty-handed. She learned that even when our hearts are heavy, God hears the honest, heartfelt prayer we can barely speak. Hannah's prayers were raw, vulnerable, and drenched in tears. The constant ache in her heart and the sting of ridicule didn't just break her. It drove her to her knees. In her deepest despair, she found the one place she could pour out her pain without judgment. It was in that place of utter surrender that her faith was refined, shifting from a simple hope to a profound trust that God was her only true refuge and provider. He answered her prayer with a son, Samuel, turning her sorrow into overwhelming joy and proving that with him, no situation is ever truly hopeless. After her prayer was answered, Hannah showed us that keeping our promises to God matters deeply. She had vowed that if God gave her a son, she would give him back to the Lord's service. And she did. Taking young Samuel to the tabernacle was all about faith and gratitude. It wasn't about losing him, but trusting God's bigger plan and honoring her promise. Through this simple, faithful woman, we see how God often uses ordinary people to begin extraordinary stories. Hannah was not a queen or a prophetess. She was just a heartbroken woman who dared to believe God would hear her. Yet her faith-filled prayer set in motion a story that would change a nation. Her son Samuel would grow up to anoint kings and guide Israel, all because his mother trusted God in her darkest hour. Hannah reminds us that no prayer is too emotional or too small for God. He hears, He cares, and sometimes He writes His best stories through our deepest pain.